Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the fourth set between CJ Antis and OGN. And it's going to be between Much and Luxury. Luxury being fielded by OGN Sparkies, and Much being fielded by CJ Entis. So you have Much, looks like he's going to be starting about this is Katrina again, by the way. I think it looks like Much is going to be starting in the 9 o'clock position. And actually, is this Katrina? Let me double check this. And it looks like Luxury is going to be starting at the 3 o'clock position. Just looking at it, it looks like it might be Katrina. Actually, no, I think it's Python. Yeah, this is Python. Kind of. Sometimes it's hard to tell on these map sets. Anyway, Python, which is going to be interesting. It's a little harder for protoss players simply because you can't just go straight Bisu build typically. In fact, you're going to be hard-pressed to find any protoss player going for that fast expand build versus a zerg in general. I was trying to show a friend that recently because I thought someone might have tried it, but it's really not advisable because you have that wide choke. It's hard to defend, and when you have that hard-to-defend wide choke, just spells disaster when you go fast expand. So interestingly enough, I think Luxury's weakest matchup is Protoss, and Much's weakest matchup is Zerg. So this will be, it's kind of the matches of who's equal. It looks like Much doing a very, actually he's kind of acting, he's going for a very, very early scout. He's going to the south first, now putting down the gateway at his branch. I wouldn't be surprised if he just did a straight bull rush, did a 2-gate zealot push. We'll see if he does decide to do that. Scouting looks like counterclockwise, going to come across Luxury's base second. Luxury is probably going to see that. Unfortunately for Luxury, that's kind of the worst position for spotting, because usually when Zerg players scout, they scout to the north first, the south second. He's going for a fast expand, and if there is in fact a zealot rush coming, this is exactly what Luxury wants to see. I'm sorry, that's exactly what Much wants to see. Because yeah, it's really difficult when let's see if he puts up a second gate here. He's already got that first gate down. Usually that's exactly what you see. Unfortunately for that sort of strategy, he has to go cross map, and that's again the largest distance for him. Likewise, as you can see, a drone sent out straight out by Luxury there. He wants to make sure that he's not getting 2-gated. The assimilator going down, so no 2-gate push from Much. It looks like Much, very good, by the way, very good Protoss player, pretty decent winning percentage. He really hasn't accomplished a lot, but I think he's been a solid player. Single zealot being produced at this moment to go do some harassment. Drone kind of wandering around the lines, getting a spot at everything. Sees the assimilator, and that's gonna, I think that's gonna let Luxury relax a little bit. Spawning pool going up right now, so that we'll see if that zealot can take out 1 or 2 drones. But really, it's gonna be hard pressed, because as soon as it gets in there, there's gonna be about 6 lings about 20-30 seconds later. Or I'm sorry, not 20 seconds, about 10 to a couple seconds later, basically. Cybernetic score coming up. With spawning pool going up right now, so it should be completed in just a second. Now you're going to see the zerglings being produced, and so basically that zealot's going to have basically just a couple seconds to go in and do something. We'll see if he just tries to get a couple drones, 1 or 2 drones, or quits there. 3 hatcheries going up, so we might see a 3-ling push, or I'm sorry, a 3-hatch ling push. Going to run up Much really quickly, running up and going to try to take out a couple drones. Going to attack, and Luxury just kind of surrounding that zealot. Looks like he got a single drone. Oh, got 2 drones. So really made that zealot worth it, taking down 50 psi in drones. So, or I'm sorry, 100 psi or 100 minerals worth of drones. So zealot definitely worth it. A lot of lings out in the meantime, and we'll see if Much can get his front door blocked in the meantime for the lings that will inevitably start fanning out towards his base. Single zealot on the ramp. That's obviously not going to block those zerglings. Found that out actually recently. Thanks, Sky101. I thought that was just for certain maps. Shows you how noob I am. A little bit of attack. It looks like Much actually had a lot. Looks like his probe's going to get pinned in, so he's going to lose the scout there as well. And it looks like Zergling's going across the map just to kind of get information. Robotics facility going down. So we'll see what. My question is will Much? That really indicates to me that he's going for more of a Reaver drop, and we'll see if Much is in fact. That's a really good counter to Lings, because obviously Reavers blow the crap out of Lings. It's easy to hold that front door with just a couple units against any sort of Ling push, especially if you can get a shield battery down. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the near future. I know people are aggravated that I'm saying that, but guess what? Can't predict the future. Watching this live, so whatever. A lot of Link's going to try to hunt this probe down as well. Probably going to engage it right as it comes across, and it looks like he's getting a Hydralisk den down. So no layer, going to just go straight Hydralisk boost. So probably going to do 3-hatch Hydralisks. 2 more gateways going down for Much, and as you can see, that front door fairly well sealed. Surprised he hasn't put down a robotics facility. Maybe he's just going to go straight drop. And Much managing to get a probe all the way in, and I'm really surprised that Luxury did not block that. He's going to see the Idolist Den. He's going to see the layer going up, and so it looks like Luxury going to kind of go for a lurker push here. Now the robotics support bay going down. I guess Much just didn't want to get kind of outdone by that three hatchery Ling. So even though he's getting the scout in, it's not going to mean as much as it could have otherwise, because unfortunately Much could have put that robotics facility down first, and it really wouldn't have cost him. Instead, going to be putting it down much later, so he's still going to get a decent he's still going to be able to get a harass off, but it's not going to be as effective as it would have been otherwise, or not as fast at least. And we'll see if those Hydralisks actually can stop. Again, Reavers, Psystorm, Templar. That's the kind of the what you want to use against a Zerg player when you're not going for that Bisu build. Really the key to this sort of game comes is in denying that right there, denying expansions, and brilliant micro by Luxury going up and just using, and he saved all his Lings going in and out while Much is still trying to stay in the base. He wants to make sure he knows when that layer's going up. Interestingly enough, still no Reaver out of that robotics facility, and you can see the difference putting down the 2 gates. Now he has the Reaver, now he's loading up, and now he's going to take off. I'm not sure if it's even speed upgraded. It might be speed upgraded as it's en route. We'll see if that upgrade happens. And now just sending in a single Ling to get a scout. Looks like he's going to, just go straight up with that Reaver and 5 Zealots, but I think Luxury should be able to fight this off, getting 2 creep colony, two Sun colonies down, but still might be a little difficult for him to fend off, simply because he doesn't have a lot of units on the ground. Getting a Spire now in the background, interestingly enough, it doesn't look like he's going to go for Lurkers after all. Just going to go kind of those Hydralisks to try to deal with that drop shuttle. Gonna pick a little bit at that, and let's see. He's gonna actually get that Reaver down to up top, and it looks like there's 2 Zealots and Reaver, so this is gonna be an interesting attack. He's trying to split Luxury's forces. Luxury bringing those Hydralisks back so he can kind of push them in all at once. And now pushing in. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna try to target the drop shuttle. Drop shuttle goes down with the Reaver inside. Some beautiful micromanagement by Luxury there, and I think that that was a huge. Absolutely huge, and just absolutely devastates the leftover forces of Much in his base. Much is now on the defensive. He's going to have to fall back into his base, and he only has 5 Zealots, and as you can see, Luxury already has an economic advantage. That second gateway did not, with that brilliant micro, he kept that second nexus from going up. So Much in a bit of trouble here. First of all, he's behind on supply. Second of all, he's behind economically. Third, the Spire's coming up in just a second, and I don't think he has enough to defend his base against a Mutalisk harass. And additionally, he's going to have a ton of Hydralisks flooding into his main, basically probably 3 hatcheries worth of forces, and I wouldn't be surprised if Luxury just does a 2-pronged attack. He's going to push up with these Hydralisks and then let the Mutalisks come around backside. That's just not a large force right there. And it's going to be a little bit more micro intensive on Luxury's part, but I think he'll easily be able to pull it off. That Reaver going to the front, but that Reaver again, that's very clever. Luxury going to make sure that Reaver, he has to dedicate that Reaver. I'm not sure if I don't think Much got a spot off on that Spire, so very clever on Luxury's part. So he's going to push up and make sure he continues to produce ground forces, continues producing Zealots and Reavers. A cannon going down at the front. We'll see if he has cannons at his secondary to defend, but really he just doesn't have the forces. Canceling the cannon now. Now going to actually looks like he pushed up, got a little bit of a hit off on that hit there, and a couple Scourges going up. Interestingly enough, I expected actually a full Mutalisk attack, not just Scourges, but I guess the Scourge is just going to be a scout, and now Much pressing out with a decent sized attack force here. Just going to try to, he needs to win this fight right here. If he does not push up and do some damage, that's what those 2 Scourges are for. It's for that drop shuttle. Going to bring him in backside, and had to empty that's just going to delay a little bit. Almost lost that. Still a lot of mules, so actually Much pushing up, and this is probably going to be the last attack. If he doesn't succeed with this attack, basically he's just going to be too far behind in this game. Obviously that attack I was talking about earlier will then come right at that moment, and still doesn't have a second nexus up, so really going all in right here. And now just a huge attack pushing in, and there's nothing to really protect that shuttle from those Mutalisks. And the Mutalisks take the drop shuttle down easily, going to take the Reaver down. Very clever of Luxury to hold those Mutalisks back just to fend off this attack. Instead of just crushing Much, he's going to basically win a long-term victory. Now pushing up, and as you can see, there's just nothing there. Much just went all in. He doesn't have anything to defend against this attack, so that's going to be GG right there. Now going to push in. A single Dragoon and a Reaver cannot protect against a huge, basically, Mutalisk attack like that. Going to go after the gas first, just in case. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to push in with the rest. And yeah, it would take incompetent micro to lose this at this point, and it's just not going to happen. Not from Luxury. So Luxury going to take the match. So tied 2-2. Awesome. This is turning into an awesome set. Now I'm going to push up with that Reaver and that in that single Zealot, but still going to call GG. Good match, actually. I enjoyed that one. So really fast. But yeah, OGN, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So it's tied now, 2-2. Going to do the next set pretty quick here. Actually doing a ton of commentaries today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.